Hello, it's now late April 2026, and the war in Iran is on pause right now, and that's changing the market dynamics. Let's spend a couple of minutes talking about what's happening in companies right now. So, if leadership of your company has started to use a certain set of words like focus or discipline or efficiency, you need to read that as not just language change or PR change that they're doing, but really it's a signal for you that the company is changing their priority and changing what they think about or what they think is going to happen this year, at least in 2026. And here's how that pattern usually works. The first word that usually comes to mind is focus. And what that really means for you is less priorities. So there's fewer projects they're going to work on. There's a slimmed down set of goals that they're going to look for that year. And usually somewhere in a back room somewhere, there was an executive meeting where they started to trim the list of priorities they had. And now the word focus comes out. The next word that usually comes out is discipline. And that really should be your signal for spending. They are going to spend less money to work on those fewer priorities. And so you're already seeing them kind of thinking about things is, do we really need this, or is this a nice to have that's out there? The third word that they're going to come up with is efficiency. And efficiency is really about resources. How many folks are going to work on each project? And the reality is they're going to try and use as few people to work on as many projects as possible. And that's really where folks get broader responsibilities without getting a broader title or getting more money. And that's usually, how it goes when they start trimming people down. And the last thing is communication is going to get very controlled. There's not going to be big announcements. There's not going to be big celebrations for milestones. There's going to be very specific set of tasks and milestones they want to hit. And as they hit those milestones, you're going to get an email here or there out there. You may not even get a company-wide announcement. These are just going to be projects that get completed and finished. You have to understand that these are big signals that are changing your company's mindset from one of growth to one of protection. They are now protecting resources, they're protecting revenue, they're probably protecting customers, they are protecting themselves and insulating themselves from what is happening outside. That should change the way you think about your company, the way you think about your career progression at the company, and the way you think about what the company is going to think about you at that company. These patterns happen all over, and they show up in all industries, at all size companies. If you're noticing these patterns, don't ignore these patterns. If you're seeing this happening at your particular company, definitely leave a comment below and I'll make a follow-up video about that particular situation. Remember, don't get disrupted. Make sure you stay sharp. I'll keep making these videos so you know what to look for.